Well, I don't see. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know if this mic is still working. I think I'm going to get another mic. So can you bear with them for a second while I grab another mic?
I guess.
Would that be cool?
I guess.
So you can entertain them with all the cars you see behind you. Okay.
See,
Cars?
my husband's been busy putting all his cars in fish tanks all over the place. Displays. Sorry.
Display fish tank.
Mm-hmm. They started out as fish tanks. Now they're all displays. I don't know if anybody can hear us or see us.
Are you talking?
No,
Why not?
because you're not up here.
Is it live yet?
It says it's live. Still counting down.
Is anybody bothering to tune in?
I don't know. I don't even know how you can know if somebody's tuned in.
Oh. Let's see if
I
these
have
work.
no idea.
We use these when we're on the road. And that's yours.
Thanks.
This is mine. You're welcome. I'm going to plug this over here, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, but check one. Check one. What is this? It's, yeah. Install. Why not? Oops. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here, but
Okay, go back up those.
and
I have no idea.
right here, add to Chrome. Extension. There we go. Oops. Where'd we go?
I have no idea.
Where did we go? Where did we go? Hold on. Where did we go? Where did we go? There we are. Over there. I don't know what that is. But okay. I don't know if this is... Is this working at all, or... I don't know. Because that's... Why is this flashing green?
Because it's plugged in, maybe? It's charging?
Are we... No, it's not charging.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know if... Why are these cameras always so fuzzy? You know?
Makes it look better that way.
They're always so fuzzy. I've never had this flash before like this. It's like it's trying to get signal with the other ones. I don't know. Just hitting the buttons, I guess.
Yeah, just hit all the buttons.
I'm hitting the buttons. I don't understand what it's doing here. Why it's flashing. I don't even know if everybody can hear me. We had a tuner, but they lost or left. I don't know.
Got tired of waiting for us.
Probably. Because, you know, we're not very tech savvy. So I don't know why this is doing this. It's like... So I don't know why this is doing this. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can hear all
We're
right.
on there.
Okay, you can hear all right. So let me unplug this and see if you can still hear me fine. Okay, can you still hear me fine now? Oh, okay. Yeah, you can hear all right.
We're on there.
Okay, you can hear all right. So let me unplug this and see if you can still hear me fine. Yeah, let's test that. Let's test that. Okay, can you still hear me fine now? You can hear totally fine. You can hear all right. So let me unplug this and see if you can still hear me fine. Okay, there you go. Yeah, shut yours off now. Let's do it again. Perfect. Perfect. All right, good enough. So we're still getting, okay, so you guys are getting sound, so we don't need these extra mics.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, because it's just, why is it going to be so confusing? Why can't you just boot up? You know what I'm saying? Why do they make everything so hard? So, all right. Anyway, we're going to give it a few more seconds here and give some more people some time to get on. So we're not kind of just talking to the air or talking to just one person. So we're going to give it a little bit of time. Oops, that one's done. Okay, this one's done. So, yeah. And we're a little ways away. So go ahead and feel free to comment down below if you're, you're tuning in for the first time or just kind of checking out the channel. Boy, are you in for a surprise. Anyway. Yeah. So we're going to give it a few minutes here and let some other people come on. Oh, hey, there we go. Are we still getting an echo? Because
how do you know somebody's on?
Our mics are off. Oh. So they're off now. So see if we're still getting an echo. If we are, I don't know why we are. That's kind of confusing. Okay, good now. Perfect. Excellent. Thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Thanks.
Who is that?
That's Jerry. He's got
Hi, Jerry.
A Christine car too from Geek and Son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a cool channel. So what's going on with the Christine? Or did you decide to sell it or what? You gonna get rid of it? You see, you got a Hellcat project now. You gonna get rid of the Christine car, or what's the plan for that? Oh, wrong hole.
Keep both. Now you sound like my husband. He keeps all his cars.
Keep both? Why get rid of one? That's what I want to know. I mean, money's, you can't take it with you, right? So, cool. All right, so we're going to give a little bit more time here, but we'll take just a second here and talk about, you've seen this tool release, obviously. I mean, this is what it is, but you've seen the latest video that we uploaded, which was the Autorama trip that we made.
Oh, we've seen the farms.
Yeah, it's at Cobo Hall in Detroit. So it was really, really cool trip down there, and we got to spend some time down there with a lot of people, and there was just so many people. If you remember, like shoulder to shoulder people everywhere.
Yes.
And it was really cool. But I think the highlight of the trip, I think for me, would have been the Fonz, of course. But also too, what about the George Barris cars? The display of all the George Barris cars. I mean, do you remember that?
No.
Well, there's only one George Barris, and
who's he?
She didn't
Assuming
just say
he's
that.
A car guy.
She didn't just say that.
I don't recall off the top of my head who he is.
Who is George Barris?
Is he the one that makes all the funny cars, like the Batmobile and?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he makes all the movie cars.
Okay.
So he made the Batmobile, the Bat boat that you've seen down there. You've seen the Batmobile, you've seen the Bat boat. You've seen all kinds of custom cars, really cool custom cars. The Jetsons, he made the Jetsons car.
Oh, yeah, that was a cool car.
I'm pretty sure it was him that made it. I could be wrong, but I think it was in their display when they all did it together. So anyways, he made all those. He also made the Monkeys car. What's his name? Davey.
I don't know.
Davey something, I can't remember, from the Monkeys. Anyways, he made that car too. So those are on display. So that was a really cool area to go through, the George Barris section. He had the Munsters car.
Yeah.
That was there too, signed by Eddie Munster. That was pretty cool. But that video was just a huge turnout, and I was shocked at the results of that because, like I said, the highlight of the trip was to go see the Fonz. I mean, that's really, we go to Autorama.
That's why we went down there.
Well, we go almost every year. I mean, sometimes it's me and Brando, sometimes me and Tool Girl will go, but ultimately it's about the cars, ultimately. But this year it was about the Fonz and about the other cool cars that are there and stuff. So we got to see the George Barris display. We got to see the Fonz, and there was another celebrity there too. I can't remember who it was. Do you remember? Was it Kindig?
I don't know. It wasn't anything I was interested in, so I don't remember.
Ain't you nice? Okay. So anyways, we got to see that displays down there. That was really cool. And then also too, the upstairs of the show is all like the really expensive, really fancy cars that's like in the running for the Riddler Awards. But what we always consider to be kind of the coolest section is the downstairs section. And that's really where the party all happens, right?
Yeah, there's music and stuff down there.
So they got live bands on there. This year they had the Twisted Tarantulas, and they were really cool. Great job with the music down there. Did kind of a rockabilly thing down there, which you do every year. They have the rat rods and the rough-looking patina cars all downstairs. And that's really pretty cool because everybody's hanging out down there, having a good time. They kind of got I think they got a pinup girl contest down there too. So yeah, it was really cool down there hanging out and seeing some of the cool cars down there. So what was your favorite part about the upstairs part?
Meeting the Fonz.
Meeting the Fonz? Yeah, because he was upstairs. He's
very nice guy. Yeah. Extremely nice.
So would you say that was the highlight of the show for you?
Yes.
As well? So I agree.
I didn't go there for the cars. I went there for the Fonz.
What? What?
It's the Fonz.
How often do you get to meet the Fonz?
That's right.
But it's interesting because when you hear the Fonz is going to be there, you expect to walk around the corner and you expect to see him in his black leather jacket and his white T-shirt and his jeans and stuff, and his boots and his hair all greased back and stuff. And instead, you walk around the corner and you see Henry Winkler, and he's all in a green checkered flannel, and I want to say green pants too, if I remember correctly.
No, he didn't have green
pants. Are you sure? I thought he did.
No.
I'd have to go back and check, but I think he did.
I thought he had blue jeans on.
I don't know.
He had like a green overcoat and something, a shirt on under.
No, he had green pants on, I think. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm quite sure.
I think you're wrong.
Well, go back and check. And if I'm wrong, you owe me a.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
Anyway.
Whatever.
So I think that I'm right. So anyways, cool part was definitely meeting the Fonz, and you get to go meet Henry Winkler. But so when you walk around the corner, you see Henry Winkler, and of course, we're all older now than Happy Days times. So he had like all gray hair. He's all gray and stuff. And what are you doing? You're gonna get
trying to find out what.
You're gonna get a bunch of echo on the channel. I'm telling you, you'll find out. He had green pants on. I'll bet you. Oh, there he is. That's a green shirt, and he had a button-up shirt on.
There was something on underneath of it.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now. That's a short. That's a short.
Oh.
So you're getting an echo. So anyways, but you walk around the corner, you see Henry Winkler, and he's all gray hair, and he's much older now, of course, from playing the Fonz. But nonetheless, unmistakably, it's the Fonz. I mean, he's just... I was just... I'll be honest, when I left to go down there, I had all these questions set aside I was going to ask him, and all kinds of things I was going to say to him. And I said, I'm not going to get all starstruck and stuff down there. And
he just forgot every question.
Yeah, when I went down there and I seen him, it's
he got starstruck.
I'm just like,
He was.
Hi, Fonz. Nice to meet you. But after a while, we loosened up a little bit. Both of us did, and we kind of talked to him for a while.
I was fine. I wasn't starstruck.
Of course you were. Of course you were.
I got a hug from the Fonz, so that's all that mattered.
A lot of girls did. So, anyways, he was a really super cool guy, and man, I'll tell you, kept talking for hours.
Stood there and talked to you for a little bit.
Yeah, he didn't rush out. He didn't try to push you off and get you out of the way or nothing. He really genuinely felt like he wanted to sit down and chat with you and talk with you, type of thing. So that was really pretty cool. And people just think that they can message me whenever they want. I don't know. It's probably somebody on a car or something.
Who's on a car?
I'm not sure. I'll deal with it later. Anyways, yeah, so he was a generally cool guy. And like I said, the music was good downstairs. The twists and transios were great. Whole entire show was just a really great experience. And I think it was really cool to go down there and be able to see all that stuff. So, but yeah, so anyways, the other video was a huge success. Over 25,000 views on that video so far. So that was great. We definitely
wants to see the fun.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we did. And we definitely appreciate all the views on that, guys. So thank you guys very much. Moving along, and I get a list of a few cars here that we've had some questions on. So we're going to go ahead and kind of, excuse me. Whew. what I had to eat, but can you tell?
No.
Anyways, so we have listed a few cars here that we've had some questions on. So we're going to go ahead and take care of a few things on those. Just going to touch base on those and bring everybody back up to pace on what's going on with those cars. We had some questions on this Chevette scooter, the 1978 Chevette scooter, which we recently released videos on that as well. We did a video not long ago called "Is there any floors left in the video?" Because when we tore the carpet up in the car, it's kind of what we discovered underneath the carpet, which was a shock because it was really actually in good shape underneath the carpet. And long story short, I ended up spending a lot of time redoing all the floors in this car. And I mean, it was in really good shape, but there was a lot of like rust holes, like on the braces and brackets. I had to go through and make all new sheet metal for it. And it was supposed to be just a quick fix. A driver car ended up kind of being mostly a restoration project. So anyways, that car's about done.
Fabricate a bunch of pieces for the floors.
Yeah, we had to fabricate everything because, of course, I thought with it being a Chevy, you could buy parts for it, but nope, not those. You can't buy parts for those. So there's a couple things I could get for it. That's about it. No sheet metal, so I made all my own metal for it. That's good to go. And of course, I got it done just in time to put it away for winter. Just in time.
Breaks of the game.
So now that's put away for the winter, and the car did make a great transformation. Though we're still not in the process of getting all the videos out yet, but I am working on the rest of the video series. So to answer your question on the 70 Chevette scooter, more stuff is coming on that, including all the floor work that I did to it. I think I had a video out there already for the rear rust repair that we did in the back, but then the floor stuff is coming. The car got new carpet, new steering wheel, taillight seals, all kinds of stuff that the car got, wheels and tires. And then we finally,
windows in that car?
Yep, tinted windows as well. So the car finally ended up getting its debut. Now, we also got a carburetor rebuild. So the question is, did the car run? Did it run any good? Or do I still got a ton of work to do yet? Well, I'll tell you this. You guys are going to have to watch the channel and find out. The video series will be coming out. I believe we're working on the 4 videos now. So as soon as I get that done, I will go ahead and proceed to the next step and get some more videos out on that. We're trying to throw a few different videos at you here and there and everything to mix things up on the channel so you're not watching the same car all the time. So the next car we've had some questions on is the 57 Plymouth Furies. The 2 57 Furies that we have, one is in pretty rough shape. The second one is restorable. We do plan to, they're both in storage currently. We do plan to have the better one to restore that one back to an original 57 Fury. The bad one, which people talk smack all the time that they want to buy this Fury. They want to do this and they want to do that. And they want, the fact of the matter is, guys, when anybody sees this car in person, it's rough. The second Fury is rough, really rough. I'm talking frame is bad. Floors are bad. There's not much good on the car, really. It would make a great parts car, so most people would do with it. But I'm not going to do that. I do have some plans
for the car. Didn't you just release a video on those where we were moving around the yard? Yeah. You and I?
Yeah, that was fun. But so we're going to be doing something with that car, but we're not going to tear it apart. We're not going to part it out. We're not going to gut it, strip it. Because to me, a 57 Fury, you just don't do that. You don't do that. I mean, I know that it's rough and this and that, but I just can't bring myself to strip the car down to nothing and start piecing it out. I just can't do that yet. So I got plans for the car. So you'll see what it is. But as the channel goes and as time goes, we'll get to it. But be patient. We got several other cars in front of it. The next car that we've been getting some questions on is the Suburban Wagon. Our 57 Suburban Wagon, which we call Sabrina. We haven't done a video on it in quite a while. But rest assured, I am working on the car. I pulled the front clip off the car and am repairing the front clip. Front fenders were bad. blah, blah, blah. So anyways, there's the videos coming out on that. So you'll see all the work we got to do on that we did on the videos. Also, too, the 58 Chevy Bel Air. Are you tired? Are you tired? Or?
I must be.
Sheesh.
Maybe you're boring me.
Excuse me? What'd you say?
I said maybe you're boring me. I think I needed a caffeine soda instead of a non-caffeine.
I have an effect on people.
Yeah, you bore them, put them to sleep. Yeah. Is that something to be proud of?
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry
for what?
Yawning over.
That's all right. You bore me too. I just don't tell you. That's the only difference. So, okay. So yeah, the Suburban wagon, you'll see videos coming out on that, so just watch that. The 58 Chevy Bel Air. 58 Chevy Bel Air is sold. It's a project that has sold, but we've agreed to take on the work. So
which car is that?
The 58 Bel Air that's in the shop here, the Chevy. Oh. So that is sold. We agreed to take on the work though, so now we are going to go ahead and take on that. So we'll have that project that we'll be working on as well from time to time, but yeah, that's gonna take some time. So let's see. One of the other cars we had questions on was the TR3. As a matter of fact, there was a question on the TR3. Sarah from Clearwater, Florida asked, can we please put more out on the TR3 Triumph? She loves the little car and loves the channel. So, answer is yes, Sarah. There will be more on the TR3, but you got to talk to this lady.
Okay? I'm bad at filming. I am really bad
at
filming.
Why?
Because I get very little
Mostly why she's bad at filming is because there's too many beeps in her videos.
Yeah, I do have a swearing problem when I work on my cars.
Just when you work on your cars?
No, when Tim and I do anything at the house, I have a swearing problem.
But normally she prides herself in her clean language, and that's good. That's good. But sometimes when she's working on cars, she's like a sailor.
Especially when we're moving cars around the yard and Tim can't decide where he wants to put them.
Oh, you're blaming me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. So yes, Sarah, to answer your question, there will be more work on the TR3, but I'm going to let Lisa address that.
Well, like I said, I'm very bad at filming because I don't get out here very often to be able to work on my cars. And when I do work on it, I got so many hours to work on it and I'm going to work on it. So I don't even think about filming it. But I do have the floors all grinded down and rust proofed and primered. And I'm working on the engine compartment right now. I've loosened the cage bolts on the fenders so we can take the fenders off and hopefully get the part of it, the engine compartment, sandblasted instead of grinding it all down, and then sandblast the fenders and all that so those can get painted. But I think that's about all I've done on it. I did end up getting a new one. This was a 60.
I don't know if we covered the new. I don't know if we covered it on the channel yet, but
I don't think so. Because now I have 3 TR3s. The first one was a 58.
And I got too many cars. Cars.
I have 4 cars. You have double digits, so shut up over there. The 58 I was working on, we found out the frame was bad, so I ended up getting a 60. I think the second one was a 61, wasn't it? So we got that one, and I started tearing apart that, and got the whole thing tore apart, all the fenders and everything off of it, got those sandblasted. The fenders, we found out, are really bad. So then I started looking at.
They had a bunch of lipstick on that pig, right? They had it looking good. It looked pretty good shape when I got it.
Yeah. Once it was sandblasted, they looked terrible.
Look like you already went through the crusher.
Now I can get almost a lot of parts for that car from Moss Motors. but some of it's really expensive. But anyway, Tim ended up finding a car online that we went down by Detroit and picked up, and it was a guy selling. His dad had passed away, and the guy had a couple TR3s. And this one we got on bought and brought home, and this is in a lot better shape than my other one. So this is the one I've been working on. And I got the floors all sanded down, primered, and the engine compartment. So I think that's about all I've done on that car.
Well, the apron.
Oh, the apron I took off my red car because that's the best shaped one. Tim bought me molding. Is that what it is? Molding?
Mm-hmm.
The chrome molding that goes between the fenders when you put it back together. Oh, my son bought me a Triumph t-shirt and a Triumph keychain for Christmas.
What about your...
It was Brando. He bought me that.
Mm-hmm. He's always thinking of you.
Mm-hmm.
What about your motor?
Oh, my motor's in the process of getting tore apart. Because we thought it was rebuilt, so we're checking that to make sure it was rebuilt and if it needs anything.
And everything is looking fantastic inside the engine compartment, so that's good. So it was right inside the engine. I mean, everything is looking really good. So we've had to take a few of the motor parts off some of the other cars to end up with a good motor. But just because it was rebuilt, it looks like it was rebuilt and then never ran. So, but it did set for an awful long time. So that's not good, but we got to flush it all out, and that's what I'm in the process of doing now. So yeah, there is more coming on the TR3. Let's see. Fit 6 Cadillac. That was another one that was brought up. Fit 6 Cadillac. So that's also yours. So you want to go ahead and address that one as well?
That one I haven't done really anything on. That one is still
guilty as charged.
Still sitting in the carport. I did get the engine. I don't know if if I got the engine back before we did the last live or not. But anyway, I've got the engine all rebuilt, and it's sitting in the shop all wrapped up. So that's ready to go. So maybe this summer, Brandon's going to tear the engine out of the old one because he wants it. Because I made a deal with him. He asked me for the motor. I says, you take it out of my Cadillac and you can have it.
What a deal.
I know. Aren't I a good mom?
Is it a deal for him or for you?
Both. I don't have to tear it out that way. Who are you talking to?
I'm not talking to nobody. This guy keeps messaging me. So that's that. And the biggest thing I think that we have not talked about yet, and I don't really want to get too in depth with it just yet because it is kind of a big surprise for the channel. So just like when the Furies hit the channel, they kind of hit the channel as a coming soon thing, and it's going to be really cool and blah, blah, blah. And the Furies were obviously a huge success on the channel. People really liked the Fury videos. And they were really good. But we also have another one. There's a car that we've been, excuse me, when I say we, I mean we or I. There's a car that I've been chasing for quite some time. I believe I chased it for about 4.5 months.
Yeah, it was almost a half a year.
About 4.5 months. I chased it. The deal was I went to look at a car that was for sale, or that a friend of mine had told me about. It wasn't listed for sale. I went to look at a car that was for sale, and when I went over there to look at it, I happened to glance off in a distance, and I'm like, whoa, look at that. I said, you got to be kidding me. And I just couldn't believe my eyes that I was looking at. And I'm like, wow, that's really cool. So I asked the person, I said, well, is that car for sale? And they're like, well, it could be. I can talk to so-and-so and see. I'm like, cool, you do that. So they messaged me back a while later and said that they would sell it. So we talked and went back and forth over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for 4.5 to 5 months solid. And it was rough. It was rough negotiations, but finally, in the end, I had made the contact, and they said, "Well, come on over and get it." So we rushed on over right away, loaded it in the dark. It was terrible to see anything. Loaded it in the dark, brought it home, and bam, it's ours now. So that's all there is to that, right?
I think so.
And but it's a really cool project. Super, super cool. Definitely worth watching for the future, because videos will be coming out on that soon. And this car is something you are not going to want to miss. Trust me. I never thought that I'd own one, but I do. And Brando is working on it a little bit now as we speak, putting a little bit of time into it. I guess I should have mentioned we're kind of coming to you from the upstairs office, of the shop. The office where we store diecast, office where we store wheels, tires,
M&Ms, hot rods, M&M hot rod.
Well, we got Well, Two Girl Lisa's got a ton of M&Ms, collectibles that she collects, and all that good stuff. So, the deal, I guess we'll back up for a second and talk about the 58 Bel Air project for a minute. So, like I said earlier, the 58 Bel Air did sell, but it did sell to someone who commissioned us to do the work on the car. And normally, we don't do other people's cars. We do our own stuff. But
got roped into
this particular person wrote me into this one. This particular person wrote me into this one. So now we're doing the car to get it done for them, just because it's the right thing to do. So, anyways, we got a lot of sheet metal work to do to that car. So we've been following with the channel. It's the 58 Bel Air. There's a lot of sheet metal work to do in the back, and a lot of custom fab work to do. So I'm excited to get to that. I love doing the fab work. It's just timing. Timing is the issue. So we love to do that. So we'll take a quick second here. What?
Gordon Walker wants to know what city and state you're out of.
Well, we can't say the city. We are out of Michigan, and we are north of Saginaw. We can tell you that. So if you know where Saginaw is, we are north of Saginaw. We're not, like I said, we're not a shop that's open to the public. This is done as a hobby, and all of this is done as a hobby for us. So, and we're going to get to that in just a little bit and tell you a little bit more about us as a family, how Street Freaks Garage evolved, how it happened, and this is.
It says you've been watching.
Yep, we definitely are in Michigan. Yep, we fight the winters just like you do, and I don't like them. I'm not.
This winter's not too bad so far.
No, well, I like the way this winter's going, but typically, I want nothing to do with Michigan winters. So, but anyways, we'll kind of tell you a little bit about how Street Freaks evolved and how it got to where it's at. The cool part is we're well over 2,000 subscribers now, so that's really, really cool. And we're inching our way like right there to 2,100. So we're pretty excited about that. I remember a time when we were like, yay, 30 subscribers.
It's taking forever.
We were so excited. We were so excited, and now it's like, okay, 2,100. So, so just a couple quick comments here. Let's see. John from Addison, Pennsylvania, wanted to know if he's going to see more on the 71 Cutlass. That's been kind of a hot question lately. There's been a couple other people that asked about that car too. And so John from Pennsylvania, yes, you will see more on the Cutlass. I just don't know when. The Cutlass is actually been sold. I've had several people actually message me just the last couple of days. I don't know how much you want for the Cutlass. And the Cutlass has actually been sold. But the good news is it's been sold to someone locally. So we're still going to be able to hopefully do a story on the Cutlass and give you updates on the Cutlass as the new owner makes progress on the car. So hopefully we'll be able to go ahead and do another story on the Cutlass with some of the upgrades and updates that's been done. We've also kept contact with the guy who bought the Comet, the 63 Comet. Yeah, we've kept in touch with him. And the last time I didn't do a story on it, but he did invite me back to go look at the car, and I went to go look at it, and he did have it running, and it sounded really good, really good. So hopefully we'll be able to do another story on the Comet coming up when he gets it closer to being finished. But I think he got to the point to where he was just ready to take a break from it for a little while. He worked on it pretty hard for a while, and I think he's going to take a break for a little while. But so hopefully more coming on the Comet too, as well as the Cutlass. Again, if you missed out on the sale of the Cutlass, I'm sorry, but it went to somebody local, so hopefully you'll see more on that. Let's see. So let's see. Craig from Houston, Texas says, thank you for the vent window video. He didn't realize that the 57, 58 Plymouth vent window frames are different, and the video really helped him a lot with rebuilding his vent windows. Also, so to elaborate on that one, we also had another comment too, which I'll get to in a minute here, about the brake booster for the Plymouth as well. The video we did on that. But so yeah, the 57, 58 Plymouth vent window frames are actually quite different, and people don't know that. I mean, they're not big time different, but there's such a small difference in them that most people never notice until they go to put the car back together and realize they have the wrong ones. Then it won't jive. So one way it'll work. Are you falling asleep?
Mm-mm.
Are you fine?
No.
Come here, dear. Yeah. Can you stay with me?
Yes.
Do you have some caffeine, or would you?
No,
like...
I brought non-caffeine. It's been a long day.
Oh my goodness.
It's been a long day.
Oh boy. So anyway, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you talk about one of these cars in a minute.
I don't know that much about these cars.
Can update people. Well, I do got something coming up that I need you to talk about, though.
What's that?
So, well, I can't tell you that just yet because it's a surprise. So anyways, we're talking about the vent window video, and yeah, the vent windows are different on the 57, 58 Plymouth. And actually, I do have a video coming up, so make sure to stay tuned for that, with a whole mess of differences between the 57 and 58 Plymouth.
Oh yeah, you're talking about that.
I mean, I've spent a lot of time making a huge list after list of all the differences between 57 and 58 Plymouths that I've learned over the years. And also I have another video, or excuse me, in that video, we'll also have the differences between the 2-door and the 4-door sedan and hardtop, besides the obvious number of doors, but all the differences between those cars as well. So like I said, big video coming out on the differences between the 57 and 58 Plymouths and things to watch for. And a lot of them are things that I guarantee a lot of you have no idea and never expected it. So, right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know.
She knows it all.
No, I don't.
So yeah, that's kind of a video up on that. But yes, Craig, you're welcome for that video from Houston. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate you guys following the channel. Hopefully we'll have more videos coming up on the Plymouths that will help you guys out. Also too, Tony from Indiana sent us a special thank you for making the video on the rebuilding the brake booster, the Kelsey Hayes brake booster for the Plymouth. And we went through the whole entire process of that, rebuilding that entire thing. And it was quite a lengthy video, but I wanted to make it super, super detailed. So when people like you go through it, you can find what you're looking for and know exactly what parts that should be there and exactly what parts you're missing. Okay. So you guys are welcome for those videos. We're glad that those how-to videos are helping you guys out there. We're always going to try to do more of those to help you guys out. But yeah, so there'll be videos I'm sure we'll have coming out on stainless steel repair, videos all coming out on all kinds of Christine videos. Yep. So yes, the Christine project, and also too, I guess I should address it real quick while we're on the topic of Christine. Let's talk about Christine for a minute. Christine is coming along just fine, so everybody's pretty stoked about Christine. Obviously, we've kind of turned into a Christine channel, I think. Or that's what's expected of us is a Christine channel.
It's more expected, I think is the word.
Yeah, and feel free to jump in because you kind of know how this goes. But we literally get chewed out. I mean, literally.
He's not kidding.
Literally, like just rude comments if we don't make a Christine video.
Yeah.
And if they, it's terrible. I mean, and 99% of our subscribers are just phenomenal people, but just super nice people.
Got that 1% that.
But man, I'll tell you what, we've got some nasty messages over Christine, the project, and I'm shocked. I had no idea that people would be so rude out there, but sometimes. But thankfully, all of the good subscribers outweigh.
That's why we didn't call it the Christine channel.
Yeah,
it's called the Street Freaks Garage channel.
That's right. We love classic cars. I love Christine so much, but we love classic cars. And
Brando's down there talking to himself.
And we love them all. The thing is, we love them all. We don't need, we don't need the insults. So we appreciate the input, but the insults and rude comments we don't need. So let's see. You need found Rod magazine and yeah, I agree. And I do got some older magazines still, some hot rod magazines, but you can go through and kind of find some of the Barris cars in there as well. So I love looking through the old hot rod magazines. But so, like we said, we did turn into the Christine channel, and this kind of leads up to it. But let's cover this one last message here real quick. Because we had actually got
somebody sent us a gift
from a subscriber. We appreciate that, and they sent us this, and so this is from Tom and Sally. And they sent us a message saying, excellent channel, guys. Keep up the great work. Love the variety. And that they thought that we would enjoy this. And they asked us to hang it up in the shop. So, of course, we will. We'll give them a close-up view.
I'm sorry.
It's one of our favorite cars. Christine. That new movie, Kirsten. Yeah, something like that. Christine, new movie. So, yeah, anyways, thank you guys very much, Tom and Sally. Thank you guys very much for that. We appreciate that. And we will make sure and hang that up in the shop. So, on the topic of Christine, yes, like we said, there's a lot of people that get upset about Christine videos, and we are making progress on Christine. I don't have the videos done yet or edited yet, but I do have a lot of video footage shot. I got to go through and edit everything and all that good stuff. But we do have quarter panel work done on Christine now. Parts cards cut up now. Actually, we got quite a bit done to it, really. I mean, from where it was with it. But and we're always, of course, looking for more parts, buying more parts, and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, just a reminder, we are not a Christine channel. We have the TR3. We've got Furies. We've got Chevettes. We had the 76 Oldsmobile. We had car shows on our channel. We got Cadillacs.
What was that other great car you had?
Cougar. The Cougar. Just Chevelles. I mean, the Monte Carlo. The 53 Chevy. The
old big boat that we drove this summer.
The Oldsmobile. Yeah, the Oldsmobile 98, yeah. And the old Buick, 56 Buick that we got. The 68 Cadillac we got. Chevy. The 32 Chevy Coupe we got. We've got a few cars.
Just a few.
And but that's what the channel is about, is variety. That's why we're called Street Freaks, not Christine Freaks.
Yeah.
Even though we are. Well,
you are.
Even though I am, we're not called Christine Freaks. So, but anyways, so also too, another time we get messages sometimes from people, and they'll ask us for different things for cars, or ask us for parts, and really. I don't really part out a lot of cars anymore, especially if it's 758 Plymouth. I don't have a lot of parts left anymore. I did sell off quite a few parts of those. I sold off quite a few of parts cars, which are gone now. So I don't have a lot of 758 Plymouth stuff anymore. I've got what I need to build Christine. I got what I need to build my Fury and my 57 Plymouth wagon. And I was able to save a few parts for Brando to build his 57 two-door sedan that he's got. It's Plymouth. But other than that, most of my Plymouth stuff is gone. I've sold it and to help fund some other projects. So You don't have to worry about any more of that. So, with that being said, one of the things that we get to is I guess the biggest complaint was that
You don't have another Christine video up?
yeah, that one too. I don't understand. But we get complaints. Like I said, we get rude messages, rude things, and I've actually gotten some rude emails as well. And it was simply because there was a part that a person had wanted, and I didn't have time to get back to them within a week or two.
What do you mean you didn't have time?
So I got chewed out.
He's serious. This is true.
So
they did chew him out.
Just to elaborate a little bit, for those of you who don't know about us, I will tell you a little bit about us. Number one, in 2017, first of all, I didn't have. In 2017, I didn't have. I think I had one or two, maybe classic cars.
You had your money.
Yeah, and then I had. I think I might have one more. I don't remember. But the point is, I had about one or two classic cars in 17, and I didn't have the money to buy another car, another classic car.
No, we didn't. We just built the Polo in 16.
And in my day job, I mean, I've done commercial graphics and commercial signage. I'm a graphic designer, and I do signage, and I've done that for over 20 years. Was all I've done. That was my day job. I owned that business and operated that business. I also owned and operated a DJ service at the same time as well. So did that as well. In the meantime,
did that? You still do that?
Right. Yes, and I still do those.
Car shows only, though.
Yep. But in the meantime, I still do the sign business. I still do the graphic business. I still do designing. I still do all that good stuff. And I still do DJing in the summertime. But and plus we host and run 2 events.
2 car shows.
Yeah, 2 car shows. 2 big events. We host and run those, and those are right here. You're looking at the organizers and runners of those.
And our kids.
Yep, and our kids as well. We also do. Recently, we took on a few more things. We recently just purchased a gym that we own now.
Yes.
And also, I'm a martial arts instructor, and I have a martial arts dojo as well. So pretty much teaching martial arts now is my full-time job. Running the gym is my second job. Doing the sign business and the graphics is my third job. DJing is my fourth job. And Street Freaks is my fifth job, which wasn't really intended to be a job. Street Freaks is really more about, it's a hobby for us, okay? So this was created as a fun hobby for us to be able to share our love for classic cars with all of you out there who like classic cars, and maybe some of you who like the same kind of classic cars that we like. So that's really why Street Freaks was created. But to show you what I'm talking about is in 2017, I had maybe 1 or 2 classic cars at the most, and 1 nice one and 1 like junker. Okay. And here we are, fast forward to 2023. To where
we're in 24.
Whatever. We're so close. All right. Fast forward now to 2024.
Thank you.
And here we sit on about 40 cars now. So, and all I ever hear from people is, oh, you must be rich and give me a car, hand me a car, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to sound rude, but I worked my arse off to get those cars. And I would literally have to divide my days up by the hour of what I'm going to work on. And you can attest to this. I had to divide my days up by the hour of what I'm going to work on. So I could, and I bought a bunch of old cars, like junk cars in the beginning. That was just total trash. I had to drag them out of fields. Okay. I brought them back, and every single night till midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, I would be out here partying them out. stripping them. If they were too far gone, too far rotted, I'd be out here stripping them cars. Then I would take the parts. I would either recondition the parts, and then I would list them for sale.
Well, that's how you started funding your Christine.
And that's how I built everything. I didn't take a penny from any of my day jobs. No. At that time, I just had Extreme Graphics at the time, the sign business and stuff. So I didn't take a penny from that business to do that. Not a penny. Everything was funded by parting cars, buying cars, parting cars, selling cars, or buying cars and selling them whole. Okay. I would buy a car. I would get it in a better state to where it was at. And before I could even get it along too far, somebody would come along and want to buy it, and I would sell the car. I sold it because it wasn't my dream car.
He brought one, I don't remember what car it was. He brought one car home. It didn't even make it off the trailer, and it was sold.
That was a Chevette.
Was it a Chevette?
It was a Chevette. I brought it home, and I got the car, and I shouldn't have never got it, but I was helping an old lady out. She wanted to get rid of this car. I drug it out of the field, drug it on my trailer. It took us like 3 or 4 hours to load this little car because the wheels were locked up, flat tires. They had no way of getting it on. The winch wouldn't pull it on. It was awful.
Brandon was not having a good day that day.
It was terrible. We got it on the trailer, and I'm like, man, I wish I never would have got this car.
Crabby that day.
I wish I never would have got it, but we listed the car, and within an hour, it was gone.
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
It was gone. They were here with the trailer. Boom. We literally drug it from our trailer to their trailer, and that's fastest thing we ever sold. But my point is, we have people ask us for free stuff all the time, to everything, and nothing come free for us. I mean, if you can imagine working 2 full-time jobs or 3 full-time jobs, that's kind of what I've been doing to make things happen. We're not loaded people. We don't have a lot of money. It's just we work hard, and we work hard, and we enjoy what we do. So we love what we do. So getting these cars and selling these cars helped me to make money little by little to buy parts for my cars, as well as parts cars for myself. And basically, like I said, we went from, I think it was one show car actually in 2017.
It was your money. And
now we have over 40 cars now. So, and that's just been in about 5 years, roughly 5-6 years. So that's a pretty big deal. I mean, we actually hit 40 cars, I think, probably a year ago. Probably. So, I mean, it's probably been about 5 years. It took us to hit about 40 cars. So we hear people complain sometimes that they don't have the money to do this or that type of thing. Basically what it boils down to is if you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. So
you'll find a way.
You'll find a way to make it happen. So don't give up hope if you don't have the cash to do it. There's ways to make money. There's ways to do it. Get your butt on Marketplace, on eBay, Craigslist, any of these things, and find these things out there. Find the deals. The deals are out there. You just got to find them. There's been deals where I've had to jump on the phone and a vehicle is listed for 15 minutes. And I've had to jump on it and get there, be the first one there. Back in the day, you used to be able to call on a newspaper ad. Somebody had a car, so you could make a phone call, and you had days or a week to go get the car or to make a decision. Now you've got minutes to make a decision.
Sometimes seconds, depending on what it is.
Well, when she talked about her Triumph earlier, that kind of made me think of it. When she talked about her Triumph earlier, I had called her, and she was at her day job at the time. She's got another job too, by the way, another full-time job. So, I mean, you can imagine our life is pretty chaotic. So if you send us an email, we don't get back to you right away, I'm sorry, but you know why. I do the best I can to keep up on all the comments in the videos, the best I can. So bear with us and give us a little bit of extra time if you would, and we'll more than likely always get back to you. But on her Triumph, she had mentioned that, we had picked the car up. I called her and told her about this car. Well, it was literally, the car was listed for, I think, like a half hour. And I called her at work, and I'm like, we have got to go look at this car. We've got to go look at this car. I think this is going to be a good deal. Let's go look at this car. And I'd call her, I think, about a half hour before we got out of work, I think it was.
Something like that.
And so immediately, as soon as she got out of work, we shot to go look at this car. And it was probably 2 hours away, 2.5
it was
hours.
down by Detroit somewhere.
2.5 hours away. We went down, looked at this car.
It was dark.
It was dark. Got pitch dark. We got down there. We decided to buy it, so we ended up loading the damn thing
In the dark.
in the dark with flashlights. Terrible.
We had to
Really
rig
tight driveway.
What do we have to do to the
The rear axle wasn't quite
Yeah.
bolted in it, so we had to kind of ratchet strap it with some wood and ratchet straps and kind of make a contraption work to get the car on the trailer. And
So poor Brando was crawling under the car. And that car doesn't go very far off the ground.
it was rough. It was rough.
Yeah.
Night. But when we got the car home, that's when we discovered, and then there was basket after basket after basket of parts. Remember, the motor was all in baskets, the transmission in baskets, but the body of the car was amazing in shape. And we thought, well, we're going to get this thing home. It's going to be a Bondo buggy. Well, we got it home, got it unloaded, got it in the shop. Are you tired?
Mm-hmm.
Just to realize that it had a California bumper sticker on it, or a state license sticker, like.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was California. And it was even Fresno.
Yeah.
It was from Fresno, California, the car was. So how cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
And the more we crawled under and looked at it, it was just incredible condition. The fenders were just spotless on the inside as well as the outside.
Mm-hmm. The bonnet wasn't.
The floors were amazing.
The bonnet, I think, was
apron.
the worst part, or apron.
Yeah, the
I
apron.
don't know why I call it a bonnet all the time. I constantly call it that.
The bonnet is the hood. It's the hood.
The one on my red car is still in better shape than this one was.
Yeah, so we swapped that out. But yeah, I mean, when we got the car home, we realized how amazing condition it was, and that wasn't really missing much. So that's a good thing. Would you like a drink of my caffeine?
No. Evidently, I must not slept very good last night. I thought I did, but.
So to top it off, so I guess to sum things up, that's kind of how things are, guys. Yeah, you gotcha. Triumphs are very hard vehicles to find parts for, especially used parts. I mean, usually when you find them, they're rotted. I mean, how was those other cars of yours, the 58 and the 61?
Oh, they're bad. They're bad. But I mean, you can buy almost all the parts in that Moss Motors, but some of them are just outrageous.
They're really expensive. Yeah, they're really expensive.
The price they want for it.
For such a little car, you would expect to see the parts cheaper, but some of the parts come from Great Britain. So obviously,
and isn't Moss Motors in Michigan?
In the UK. Well, Moss Motors is, yes, but the parts are not made there. Right. They're made over in the UK, so they have to ship over type of thing. So, but I think we have mostly everything for your car for the most part. There might be a couple new things, little things we got to order, like some trim pieces or something. But I think for the most part we have.
Oh, the battery box was really bad on this one. It was rotted.
Just the very bottom.
Yeah,
just
the bottom of it.
It wasn't really bad compared to the others.
Cut that out and replace it.
Yep. And that's the only fab work we have to do to the car. And then there's a dent in one of the front fenders, and then that's it. But no rust. Literally no rust. I mean, the floorboards. I don't even think we did a video on that yet. But the floorboards.
Probably not, because I'm not good at videos.
Floorboards, 100% original, amazing condition.
Yeah,
amazing. And by the way, you got 2 brand new floorboards you're probably gonna have for sale too, huh?
Oh yes, I forgot about those.
All right, those for sale. So if you need Triumph TR3 parts,
I will have extra ones when I get this done.
When her car is done, she'll have some extra parts left over because we're only gonna keep one.
I have a total of 3 cars, so.
And we're only keeping 1, so the 58's probably gonna continue to be stripped. And then the 61, somebody could still save the 61.
Yeah.
It's not gone beyond her. And the frame in the 61
is good.
Has been completely redone. It's been all painted, and it's a beautiful, real nice frame on that car. So the 61 definitely could be redone. It just needs some pretty good body work to the fenders.
On the fenders, yeah.
Yeah. And I think the doors are good on it and everything. But everything else is good on it. It just needs fender work, apron work, and a little piece in the trunk or on the trunk lid, right?
Yes.
It had a couple little holes in there, I think.
Yes, because it had was it the luggage rack or something on it? Wasn't it?
No, it was when they blasted it. When they blasted it, it kind of had a little hole in the corner.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yep. So that's the scoop on that, guys. That's a little bit of the scoop about us and kind of how Street Freaks got started a little bit, but don't get discouraged if you don't have the cash to go buy some cars or a project car, Christine car, whatever. But quite frankly, I mean, Plymouth, I'll be honest with you, Plymouths are expensive cars. A 57, 58 Plymouth, even a Triumph can be an expensive car. So if you don't have the time, resources, or I don't know, ambition to make the extra money for that, choose a different car. I mean, there's lots of classic cars out there that are entry level classic cars. And a lot of people I've seen repair a lower cost classic car. They do that one, and then they sell that for more money, take that more money and buy another car up more upgraded. You know, there's a TV show, I can't remember the show, but the guy started with a cheap, I don't remember what it was, cheap little car of some kind. But anyways, he traded it up to like a Lamborghini.
Wow.
He bought like a cheap, like a Datsun, a little Datsun or something. And he traded it all the way up to a Lamborghini. Now that takes talent, skill. Okay. So, but yeah, don't lose hope on it, guys. So, I mean, just go ahead and get out there and do it. You know, every car has got a buyer. You just got to find them. So, what do you think, Tool Girl? Anything that you can think of that we're missing? I mean, is there any projects that we haven't covered, guys, that you guys might want to see more of? I mean, just
we'll just have to do a live more.
Yeah, and it's been a long time since we've done a live. We apologize for that, but we will come back and do a live more often. Okay, to update you guys what's going on more on the channel. We'll come back and do a live more often, more frequently, and keep you guys more in the loop as to what's going on. So, and I'm trying to get a little bit better about the videos. I am a little behind on editing videos.
They just take so long.
They do take a long time to edit.
So
you can be attest to that.
I mean, I don't edit them at all. Tim does all of that, and it takes him hours upon hours upon hours to edit videos.
Depending on the video, it can take 1 to 2 days to edit one video. So, and when you're working, and like, I mean, when I teach martial arts, I teach 5 classes a week. In that, I teach 5 classes, and Tool Girl Lisa assists me in a few of the classes. She holds rank in Taekwondo as well. But so she assists a few of the classes, and I do 5 classes a week, and that's pretty difficult to keep up with. And also doing the sign business and graphic business, which is my bread and butter, our daily income. That one also as well. And the gym that we're running as well takes quite a bit of our time as well. So just lots going on in our life, but we like to be busy. You know, I mean,
all of our kids are adults now, so we need something.
And the thing is, don't get us wrong, guys. We're not complaining, okay, by any means. We are not complaining. We are not complainers. We never would have taken on these jobs had we not loved what we do and had we not enjoyed doing what we do. So we're not complaining about any of the jobs that we do. We're not complaining about Street Freaks. We love everything to do with Street Freaks, and we love classic cars so much.
Just want to explain why we don't get back to people right away.
Exactly. Yeah. So we just wanted to come on and explain why there may be a little delay, whether it be answering back emails or answering back Facebook messages or YouTube messages, comments. Why sometimes it takes us a little while to get to your comments. So, but to all those who commented on the videos and sent messages to us, we appreciate the messages very much, guys. We love the messages. I don't think you guys realize how much it means to us when you guys reach out to us. I mean, that's a lot, because I mean, that's our connection to you guys out there, letting us know that you're liking or enjoying what we're doing in the videos here. So we appreciate you guys very much, and want you guys to know that. So all the positive subscribers out there that are positive people that stay positive with us, we appreciate you very much. And thank you guys. We can't thank you enough for tuning into the channel and being a part of our classic car journey with us. And we hope that you guys enjoy everything on the channel and continue to watch. So, and also to be sure to spread the word to your friends, share the videos. If there's something in a video you thought was really cool, you enjoyed it, or you thought it was funny or whatever, be sure to share the video and say, hey, check these guys out on YouTube. You know, I mean, it means a lot to us. Your recommendation means a lot to us on YouTube. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. We are going to go ahead and cut you loose because, yeah, it's getting late. And
I need a nap.
And she's going to go to sleep. So we're going to cut you guys loose, but take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and be sure to shoot us a line, guys. Shoot us a message, shoot us an email. We appreciate you very much.
Yes,
we really do. So thank you guys very much for making Street Freaks what it is. And let's push for some more subscribers, guys. Our goal is we got to get it up to 3,000. I set a new goal. It's not just 2,100. 2,100 was my goal. But now my goal is 3,000. We're going to go for the gusto. Let's just go for the gusto. All right. We can get there with your help. We need your help getting us to 3,000. Okay. That's our goal, 3,000. So the more you share, the more you spread the word, the more you talk about it to your friends, better chance we got. So we got another cool video coming up at you here on the 12th. It releases. It's called a new shop tour. Okay. We go to visit a good friend of ours, Keith Fox. He got himself a new shop. He's been on the channel before. It's a really, really, really nice shop. Okay. And he's got some really, really cool products in there. You guys are definitely going to want to see. We kind of did a little scoop on those. So make sure to check that out. Keith is a really cool car guy, a really cool friend of ours. We've learned a lot from him. Mm-hmm. He taught us a lot about how to buy cars, sell cars, and buy cars and park cars. Okay. Taught us a lot about progressing so we could get some of the cars that we wanted for ourselves. So we're going to let you go, guys, and we will talk to you next time in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. We love you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.